Hey everyone, running a couple minutes late, but I've got a thought that I want to bring to you today. Last time when I met with you guys on Wednesday, we started was sharing with you about a project I'm working on, building a kitchen table for my wife, and we're going to keep talking about that because each one of us, we mentioned this last time, but each one of us, we've got a specific set of tools that we've been given in our life. It's more important than physical tools. We've been given tools inside of us in who we are that that are there for a purpose. They're there to equip us to do what God has called us to do. Hey, I see some of you guys checking in. Good to see you guys. Wish we could see you in person tonight. Actually, today my oldest son and I we made some headway on our table project. So last time I had showed you my planer here. There you go. I showed you that last time. And got all of our tabletop squared away. Now, as I showed you that tabletop very quickly, you probably saw that there are little holes in there. And the tool I want to show you today, as I kind of try and tie this in, is this guy right here. It's a Craig pocket hole jig. So what this does is you got the little holes there, and it actually allows you to do all of these little holes in the board. That tool is ideal for bringing these boards together. So the spiritual tool, the physical tool that each one of us has, that I want to bring to you today, is integrity. So when we think about tools, we have all, we think talent, we think giftings, but integrity is how I've heard it described from mentors of mine. Integrity is what will keep you. Your talent, your giftings may get you where you want to go, but integrity and character will keep you there. So there's a couple verses that I want to share with you. They're all found in Proverbs, which I've told you guys before is my favorite book. It's Proverbs 11:3 says, "The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity." That's their deceitfulness. So the integrity of the upright guides them. Okay, Proverbs 28:6 says, "Better the poor whose walk is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse." Proverbs 21:3, it just keeps going. Proverbs is full of good one-liners. Proverbs 21:3 says, "To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice." So I figured the only real way we should get any conversation about tools to succeed in life, any conversations about pursuing goals, I think they really need to start with the concept, the thought of integrity. Your giftings will get you there, but your integrity, your character will keep you there. So before we start talking about all the incredible giftings and talents that God has given you and given me, we need to talk about what really is going to define success. We can accomplish all kinds of crazy things, but if we don't have the integrity, if we're not people of integrity to keep us, to help us, stand our ground, to help us, when people start praising you, man, if your head gets big, I used to joke with, every once in a while I'll joke around with people and say, man, your neck is about to break because that head is about to, it's getting too heavy. If we're not people of integrity, it doesn't matter how gifted we are, how talented we are, it's not going to last. It's not going to last because God's hand isn't going to be on our life. We need to be men and women of integrity. So as we kind of enter this, I apologize. I guess we've had some issues with mic stuff. I've got my garage door open, so my neighbors like to use our street as a raceway and fly past. But anyways, I hope that you've been able to hear that thought. Focus on integrity. In this time, we've got a bunch of time on our hands. Focus on that. Dig into Scripture. Read Proverbs. Paul has got some incredible thoughts on integrity. dig in, focus on that, because we've got to focus on what's going on inside of us, inside of our heart, before we really even need to begin worrying about all the other things. We'll talk about gifting, we'll talk about talents, we'll talk about other things that God has given us to succeed. But we need to start. We begin and we end with integrity. So let's be men and women that focus on character, that value character above all else. And if we do that, I believe that we will really be set up for success in our life. See you guys on Monday, where we'll continue talking about more tools. But again, if we're having a conversation about succeeding and accomplishing what God has called us to do in our life, we have got to start with the most important thing, which is character, integrity. It's important. See you guys. We love you. We'll talk to you on Monday. Bye.